What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. This video, we are going to be going over the new banner that was released in the JP side. I feel like I have to be... No, not really. I was say I feel like I have to be specific just in case, but it should be obvious because there's way behind. Way behind, excuse me, whoa. But yeah, today's video, we are just going to simply go over the new Ines Fujin banner for the deserted island scenario. I totally forgot that she was a part of the scenario. Was she? Oh yeah, she's right there. Dang, I didn't even notice her. I didn't even notice her. I guess you could basically just call this the deserted island banner then, right? Because Measure Ryan is there as well, and she's the new support card, but also Gold City. So I guess they decided to go back to back. Back to back? Was it back to back? I think so. Deserted island characters. So deserted island. Design your island. I guess it's the same thing, right? Banner characters. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. And then after we go over the banner real quick, most likely not doing any pulls for either Uma or support cards, because we could be looking, I don't know, we're looking at about a month before Half Annie, and plus there's still the summer banner at the end of this month or beginning of next month, either or. And then there's still the whoever they're gonna release right before the CM, and who knows if they'll release the Annie collab for Agree. Who knows when. It could be soon, it could be later than we thought, but I'm pretty sure the season has been done. So if they did plan to release it, could be anytime soon. If not, then we're looking in the future. Don't know when. I can wait. It's fine. I can wait. It's fine. But before we do jump into the banner or banners, if you guys haven't joined our Discord server, the link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in, and it's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the or the circle request channel in the Discord channel. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, here we are, Ines Fujin. Now, I'll be honest, if I didn't know it was her and I just seen a picture prior to knowing it was her getting released again, I most likely wouldn't have noticed it was Ines Fujin. I only knew her because of her visor that she wore with her racing outfit, and then that was like her main giveaway. And then I guess her maid outfit, Valentine's outfit with the, I guess, maid cap or whatever. So it was just weird not seeing her have some kind of hat or anything that like covered her head and all that. Instead, we have her with just like a normal ponytail with just like an ear accessory, whereas her older skins just had side tails and some kind of hat. Well, I guess besides the eye color, it could have been obvious, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got about Ines. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thought that this could have been a different Uma. Pretty sure I'm not the only one, because she looked totally different. She looks totally different. I'm gonna say I like this version of Ines Fujin better. But anyways, let's go check her out and her stats and all that. So I guess she's Hello Island. Ines Fujin. At level 1, 3-star, 103 speed, 86 stamina, 88 power, 85 guts, and 88 wise. At level 5, 5-star, 126 speed, 105 stamina, 108 power, 104 guts, and 107 wise. Sorry, I felt like something, I don't know if it was a yawn or whatever, but that's the reason why wise came out like that. For her aptitudes, we have an A on turf. Looks like mile long, medium distance, but you can train from the C to an A if you want to use it for long distance. She is a runner or an escape. And as for her growth rate, you have 12% on speed, 10% on power, and 8% on guts. Not bad, not bad. Now going over her skills. We have her unique skill, Full Power Cyclone. If you're not in the front during the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly increase, medium only. Then during any middle leg straight, your speed will slightly increase again. Oh, medium only. So I guess if you want to use her at her best, it would have to be medium distance, because otherwise her unique won't activate. That kind of and makes her more of a selective Uma to use for a specific thing, but it is what it is. It's probably also set up for the upcoming CM since it is medium distance as well. So going over the innate skills, we have Early Bird. For medium distance at the start of the race, your acceleration will slightly increase. Position Sense, at a random point in the opening leg, your lane movement will slightly increase. And then Playtime's Over, which is this one. If another girl has been right behind you for at least 3 seconds, your speed will slightly increase. Now going over the awakening skills, at level 2, we have Outstanding Step. For runner, if someone tries to overtake you during the second half of the race, your speed will slightly increase. Level 3, we have Further Than Anyone. For medium distance, at the start of the race, your acceleration will increase. Level 4, Riding the Tailwind. For runner medium, if you're in the first half of the pack at a random point during the first quarter of the final leg, your acceleration will slightly increase. And then level 5, sorry, gotta go. If another girl has been right behind you for at least 3 seconds, your speed will increase. Oh, so it's Playtime's Over gold skill then. I didn't know that that it had a gold skill this whole time since Grand Live, because I see it as a light hello, as part of the light hello support card or friend card. Huh? Did not know that. Oh, I shouldn't have left that. There's more. There's still the evolve skills. Whoops. For the evolve skills, we're gonna go start with Further Than Anyone. Here, right here, and it turns into the place with the best view for medium distance. At the start of the race, your acceleration will greatly increase. And for the only condition, trigger the Your Class Sister training event or get at least 4 skills for medium aptitude. Should be easy because she should only mainly be built for medium distance if you want to use her at her best. That's all I gotta say. You can use her for mile and long distance if you want. You just won't get her unique activated from what it sounds like. And then from Sorry, Gotta Go evolves into I'll Be Waiting Under the Blue Sky for condition 1. When the Tokyo Yushun Derby, or Japanese Derby, my bad, or get at least 3 speed type skills. And then the second condition, have at least 600 guts. And that is... Oh, did I read the skill? I'll read the skill just in case. If another girl has been right behind you for at least 3 seconds, your speed will increase. In medium races, it won't increase greatly. I don't feel like I did read it. But yeah, I guess if you want a a medium distance runner, here you go. Or if you like her, I ain't gonna stop you. Simple as that. I ain't gonna stop you. For me, even though I do like how she looks here compared to her other ones, I ain't gonna pull. And then let's go take a quick look at the Measure Orion. So it says here level 50, like 80 special rate from what Nova said. And yeah, betweener, medium distance, betweener, medium distance, all betweener, medium distance skills. So if I guess if y'all don't have a stamina card for betweeners, sure. But if you have the Airstriker card, I don't really see a reason to need to pull for it, especially if you're free to play. Especially because more general base cards would be more valuable to us than position focus, position distance focus. But this would have been a good card for people who likes using betweeners, I guess. That's the only thing I can say about it. I ain't gonna pull. I don't even really use betweeners at all. And yeah, with that being said, that is gonna be pretty much it for the banner overview part of the video. I don't really have any reason to pull, nothing. So yeah, if you guys did make it this far, because I'm gonna start going over the comments now. For those who want to stick around, appreciate it. If you guys are not gonna stick around for the comment section, all good. If you guys want me to go over your comments in future videos, just leave it down below in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to go over it in the next video. And even if I somehow don't in the next video, I'll still make sure to see if I go over it in the next video. So for example, if I don't go over it on Monday, the only way I don't see myself going over it in Monday's video is if it was posted after my recording time. That's pretty much it. But if, say I did forget, then I'll go over it on Tuesday. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started with the comments. So the first comment is gonna be from Nova, or the first batch of comments. I'm just gonna leave the Ines Fujin here in the background. And the first one says, "Guess I'll do Mama Ramano today." Also, saw notice for Global Uma reminding people to stay cool during on-site visit at the horse ranches. I guess riding horses have a different meaning now. And then Rick responded with a skull emoji. That's interesting. Next comment from Nova, if I can find it. This one has a lot of... Oh, that was from Global. This one. "No Ramano int card for you, Shushu. I don't have that int card, but I'm waiting for the blue ticket shop to update so I can max limit break." I don't think they've updated it too much, or... It's been a while since they updated it, right? I don't remember when they updated it, but we'll see how long it takes for it to get there. I think it was just that back then our stats don't even guarantee your win doing races. Nowadays, heck, I can race any G1 and have no issue getting first. This is why the island mode is the GOAT. I can race when there's no rainbow, and that's fun in a way. I think the main stat that makes a difference in win or losses in the Euro finals, I guess I should say, was mainly stamina. I feel like stamina was the important one, but even then, you could possibly just have... I know it's happened to me, where you have the right amount of stamina, but you still end up losing because maybe your other stats are slightly lacking or a little bit lacking. Which is why I just end up just getting skills. I didn't stop getting skills during the run after a while, so I'm gonna keep still doing the same thing as I do. Oh, why did it scroll down? I gotta scroll back up. I totally forgot about New Year's Umas. I guess you and Eugen likes those Umas. I think it just so happened that it has Umas that I like. New Year's Kita. Oh, let me see the New Year's. I forgot. Besides, I only remember like Kita, Daya, Nature. What was last year's? Grass Wonder? Or yeah, last year's or this year's was Grass Wonder. Oh yeah, the first two was Haru and TM Opera. Didn't really care for that. Kita and Daya. Why not, right? Why not, right? Oh wait, this was like, yeah, last year was only Nice Nature. This year's when we had 4 for some odd reason. For some odd reason, they gave us 4 for New Year's this time. Grass Wonder, Katsuragi Ace, Mr. CB, and Marzensky. I just have Kita. And I've mainly only trained Kita, Daya here and there for long distance, and I never trained the Nice Nature one, so I don't think I like them. I don't like them, you know? Like Katsuragi Ace, it's just Katsuragi Ace. We're long past that. Grass Wonder, I like her, but she's you know, I don't dislike her. Same with Mr. CB. She's just a chaser. And Marzensky, she's cool. She's cool. But not up there. Not up there for me, so I wouldn't say that I like those Umas. The New Year's Umas. All of them or anything like that. It just so happens that I train one of them a lot, which is Kita. That's it. That's all it is. You don't see me training Daya as much. You don't, because there's barely any long distance. And heck yeah, like I said, I haven't even tried Nature, right? Where is this Nature? She's probably still level 1, right? Or maybe I leveled her up. Oh no, yeah, level 1. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. I did get her. I forgot where I got her, but I think it was one of the. Was it? No, I didn't get it from the ticket. I got a Teo from the ticket. I forgot when I got her, but I got her. Will I use her? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this one I got in last month's, not this month, last month's ticket. North Flight was her name, right? And she's for mile distance. So we can train her if we have like anything mile distance coming up, but doesn't seem like it. But moving on, haven't been on a trampoline since 6 years old. Not sure why, but I don't really find that fun. I find eating baby formula powder more fun. That's a weird comparison. Never heard that before, but I'm gonna be honest. In my entire life, I don't think I've ever been on a trampoline. The closest thing was like those bounce houses on a birthday party. Cause I don't recall any. Yeah, I don't remember. Not even going to a trampoline park at all. So yeah, that's that's me. Rochia was just a fluke, though. Got 2 copies in 1 pull, so that's why she's S2. But the Havoc bonus for the team is very decent. So you went for more copies after you got your initial copy. Got it. That's what it sounds like. Wait, did you just want her... Did you just want her... What was it called? R1? What even is it? Were you just going for a dupe for her R1, or why did you even go for more? I guess is what I should ask. Why'd you go for more? But let me see. Yeah, what is her? I guess we'll call it S1 because I only call it R1 because I thought resonance, but Grand Sandra, no imagination. Immune to interruptions, huh? Ah, S2 does give Havoc bonus. Well, it doesn't even matter for me because I don't got dupes. And right, in any of my limited characters, any character type, yeah, I don't have any dupes for any of my characters besides Carlota, but I exchanged that. I didn't actually pull for dupes. I just exchanged it. I think the next person I do that for was probably Cartithia, but we'll see. We'll see. If I even save up to that amount again. Been hyping my white otaku online friend about Yuzuha and Miyabi rerun next patch. Wait, I didn't even know Miyabi was part of it. Seriously? Oh my gosh, it is. Ukinami, Yuzuha, and Hoshimi Miyabi. You might be wondering why I'm looking flustered or whatever, or surprised. It's simple. I'd be down for Miyabi dupes. Man. And I can't even want to go for Miyabi dupes. Because I want to pull for Alice so I can have the, you know, anomaly synergy with Yuzuha. Or, you know, team synergy, I guess. Plus, it'd be nice to actually have a physical DPS regardless, so. Assuming she has DPS because she's anomaly, so. But dang, you just reminded desserts. I want me uppy tubes. Well, maybe it's a good thing. What happened with Jafufu? Maybe. I'm gonna have to think about this. Dang. That's gonna be tough. Anyways, he wants Yuzuha badly after seeing some fan art. I like her too, and that's a given as a Blue Archive character. I'll pull Alice too because, well, the acids do jiggle themselves. She, I think one of the trailers or videos they posted, she like acknowledges them. Like she stares at them like she did at least. Of the Genshin characters, I do like 2 girls. The Geo one with the cannon. Ooh, Navia. I like her. I like her also. She's like, she might be top 3 for me. And the one with the roller skates and have the DJ set for some reason. Delonin? It's funny because a lot of people doesn't like her, but it's because of the many reasons why they didn't like Natlan to begin with, which is I like Natlan. But yeah, Navia would be up there for me, top 3. I would say. At least my top, if they are my top 3, which is Yoimiya, Lolly, and Navi, will be from 3 different regions at least. Thought a new dude in HSR, and yeah, he's broken. I don't need to play the game to see that. I was talking about the collab. I'm not pulling for him because of the collab. Yeah, see, I know he's broken. Problem is, if I have to wait on the collab. EOS scenarios announcement by Shushu. Like I said, I don't think they'll have a scenario if they're gonna a new scenario if they're gonna announce EOS. Because if you think about it, even if they do release a scenario and then during not during, but like right at the same time they EOS, people will probably play like the first week and that's it. Because they're like, the game's ending anyway, so why bother? That's at least how I see it. That's how I see it happening if they were gonna do a scenario with EOS. I'm using. This is not even Urara. This says Ura Ura. But I'm using the Ura Guts card like a champ. Praise me, Shoo Shoo. Wait, couldn't you have used Orfur for this one? Since you're not using training Orfur? I'm confused. I'm more confused than feeling the need to praise you. I give you props for everything else though, you know, all these trainings and all that. But I don't know. Well, to keep Uma interesting, I went from only Umas to cards to factors. It's a journey, I'll tell you. Well, you never left cards. I'd say factors is more of your side thing as you wait for more cards for you to pull. And then Umas is just a bonus because you're just getting Umas from your tickets and I guess paid banners, but still. Expecting Fujin because she does show up in the island scenario along with Gold City. If you see that one last CG near the end of the training run, Fujin doesn't look like OG Fujin at all. Like I said, I didn't even see her in the picture or notice her. If anything, I notice. Well, obviously I knew Tamamo because of the card, but you know, I did see Sakura Chiono. Even though, you know, it's funny. I see the ostrich, but I know I seen the ostrich, but Fujin is literally right there, and I did not notice her. Well, whoops. I guess I'll pull Still in Love if she's the half Annie Uma. Gotta collect my betweener, I guess. I guess. I mean, if you're gonna be getting betweener cards and all that, you might as well pull betweeners you like, right? Donna will always be my pride. 40 tickets well spent. She was basically 140. I even went back to that video to check. It was about 140. It was 137. Eugen has negative juju vibes. I think it's time to call in the exorcist. Man, at this point, I don't even think it's negative juju vibes because all he does is blame you. That's literally all he does. Is just blame you. And might I add, probably on your behalf as well, Nova. It's kind of getting old, which is why I've been reacting a little bit more tired of it, to be quite honest. Because it's just excuses to me. Like, legitimate. It just feels like excuses. He blames you for these bad pulls. He blames you for Zenless stuff. He blames you for this and that. Even if you have no control over anything and all that, he just blames you. And then, yeah, sure. In the beginning, it was fun. It was funny. Then, as months passed, it just got old, really old. Which is why when that whole Zenless fiasco happened, he was still blaming you. And I brought out the whole, this is all on you and all the account and all that. Gotta take accountability. Yeah, yeah. That's just how I feel, honestly. It's just getting old faster than it is slower now because it's a recurring thing. Like if he was actually legitimately saying something else, then you would fine. Sure. I probably wouldn't have even considered negative. Just like, oh, dang. You know? I'd feel more bad. I'd actually feel bad. But all I see is it's Nova's fault. Oh, I ain't gonna even take it seriously anymore. But anyways, Nova, thank you for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Rick. I just don't know if he has multiple comments. Let me check. He does. Okay. I think I will bring Chocoban, Oguri, and Orferv this month event. Oop. Nova says Chocoban is always meta. And then Eunice says the Triple O team? No. No Triple O. That is COO. If we go Chocoban, Oguri, or Ferv. And then it'll be Moo. Moo or Boo. Depending if you want to call her Mihono or Bourbon. Other than that, thank you, Nova and Eugen, for responding to that comment from Rick. Next comment from Rick says, where is it? I have upgraded most of my PvP Uma team, and I am currently UB. I went from UC2 to UB. I think got a lot of free gems from this. Well, let me get runs going so I can actually increase my team. I did like 2 extra pulls yesterday. I mean runs yesterday. Except I was more towards CM training than actually raising my Uma team. Maybe over the weekend starting today, I'll throw in some trainings for my PvP team just so I can get that out of the way. And then starting next week, I should go back to the CM. And then Nova responded saying, "You ain't next, my man. Uma doesn't stop." Rick says, "My highest Uma I think is UB5, so I think I won't make it to UA soon. If I had better cards, maybe." Yep. Nova says, "Did you pull for power to Mama?" If you did, then I might have forgotten. And then Eugen says, "Nice." Well, no response from Rick there. Maybe he responded in Discord. I don't know. So, let me check if there's any more from Rick before. Nope, there isn't. So thank you, Rick, for all the comments, and Nova and Eugen for responding. Next comment is gonna be from... I was gonna say Darren Endless, but it's for Global. For Global. It's gonna be from Eugen. And it says, "Oh, I'm not referring, you give reasons. I give my sentence. I guess my sentence is incomplete." Well, nice of you to notice that your sentence is incomplete, because how many times have I said after every time to be more specific about who and what you're talking about? Because what you said could have been for anyone. Could have been for me. Could have been for Nova, but I already know what you're about to say, and you're about to blame Nova for it before I even moving on with your comment. So, yeah, I said be specific. That way to ignore misunderstandings. But regardless, whatever you said could have been directly towards at me, because I had recently pulled Chrono. Luckily, I even admitted it that it was lucky as well. But before that, it was just basically whatever pulls I said. And word for word, I'll keep in mind that having a twice 200 pulls on Uma, or first/chrono, from this year is much lucky mustard compared to a guy that didn't even reach a constellation limit and gives reasons. Now, the gives reasons, obviously, I felt like it was towards me as well, because I was giving examples on pulls that you did well in, I suppose, if I'm remembering correctly. And lucky mustard compared to a guy that didn't reach constellation. And me thinking back to my other pulls, chrono was, I think, 30 something because of the tickets I use. Or Ferv was 90, as I said. My Gentle Donna was what, 137 I said earlier in this video because I did backtrack. And although Dream Journey, I didn't even get her, went all in. That was 100, if not a little bit over 100 pulls. Same thing with, I did get Tachyon, that was under 100. So yeah, this is the reason why I say you got to be more specific, because that could have been anyone else. But since I felt like it was towards me, that's the reason why I responded the way I did. But now that I know who you're really talking about without you even saying who it is, because there's no use, I already have my response to that. So I'm just going to read. And you know who is the one who gives reasons not to pull? I guess someone stirring up the pancake mix who is the real lucky mustard, not never ever got Uma constellation pulls. I'll repeat it. Blaming Nova is getting old. My honest opinion, it's getting old. You say gives reasons not to pull. What have I said? When it comes to banners, pull for whatever you want. Who cares what the heck others say? Pull for what you want. So I don't see how it's Nova's fault for all the bad pulls. Whether it be from him not joining, you watching, for him to watch your pulls and all that, he still has nothing to do with it. You chose to pull. If you want to blame something, blame the game for its rates or whatever and all that. Like I said, the first few months, sure, it was funny. Next couple months, it's all I hear. It's all I hear for bad pulls, Zenless stuff. You even blamed him for telling you to pull for Qingyi, when you obviously told me and Nova that you liked her. So can you really blame us for telling you to pull for her? Now, I know we, used to make this a big thing about Nova's the real lucky mustard, and I'm still not gonna, I still think he is, because when he does his when he does his lucky pulls, when he does his free pulls, generally they are pretty damn good compared to ours. That I'll admit. But I don't know, like I don't treat it like a grudge and just be like, he never gets constellation and all that. And bring, what are we, 10? We're gonna hold like grudges or whatever just because someone does better pulls and all that? I stopped caring more about his pulls when he started swiping on Numa. So like I said, Eugen, this is more like a personal problem. you guys need to like talk it out or something. Because I feel like Nova is as confused as I am on why he's always being targeted. That's what it seems like. But that's how I feel about it. It's always Nova this, Nova that. So like, why can't we just get along? As in you two. Nova's like Nova blames nobody. He's only been doing it because you keep blaming him. Inoki will say some stuff that we'll misunderstand, but it will be all cleared off by later. What's going on here? What's going on here? There's something going on that has to get cleared up. Because this is ridiculous. We're holding grudges for no reason. That's what it feels like. But to me, you say someone's stirring up the pancake mix. That's the first time I heard that. That's why I giggled. But to me, you blaming him throughout all these months, you're the one kind of stirring the pot. While Nova is just catching strays, being blamed for all these things. Sure, I may not know what all the things that goes on during Discord and all that. But like, I've caught on to how Nova is. He messes around a lot, he jokes around, and he loves saying the wrong names for characters, and he swipes. But he's a cool dude. All of you guys are cool dudes, regardless of getting me heated here and there. So yeah, can we just get along? Can we stop blaming Nova? Or can you stop blaming Nova for things he actually has no control over? That's all I'm just saying. Like, I don't want to pick sides or anything like that, but like, even I'm just starting to get like tired of it, like I said earlier. And you know, it's just like every time like a banner comes up where you pull, is like, oh no, if nothing good happens, here we go again. Brace yourselves. It's gonna be his fault again. So, you know, can we just get along? Like, can we just get along and say kumbaya? Please. Enough of this blame game for no reason. But anyways, Eugen added, it says, oh, the card I'm talking about you flexing is the actual tangible card, not the Mamo card. Again. I don't even try to flex. That's why I don't like when you say I'm flexing it, because I'm just... Pardon me, I'm showing my setup to you guys, and I can't be happy that I got a card without it being called a flex. No? Even with, like, Nova, he may swipe. He may have all these fancy good cards. Sure, he flexes them and all that, but he's safe for those. And I can't blame him. His account's the way it is because of how he managed it. And that goes for all gacha games. So, yeah. Like I've always said, whether or not he says something about polls, that's all on you. Because you, at the end of the day, you're pulling for your account. You didn't pass your account to him. You did nothing. He did nothing to your polls. Everything else, it was funny to start with, but now it's like the boy who cried wolf. It gets old. And Nova responded saying, I'm not even gonna mince words. Hey, I got you. I said my piece as well. But it's obvious that I'm the intended target here. Will we ever get along? That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. and y'all just get along. Like, I don't think Nova is harmless. Like I said, he may joke around, he may troll here and there, but he's just been a straight up guy. He's just been a straight up guy. And that I appreciate a lot. So yeah. You can see the difference between how I feel. Like Nova's been pretty much straight up this whole time. And then you, Eugen, something bad happens. Oh, it's Nova's fault. That's the only reason why I kind of wanted to say my side on things, is because it just doesn't seem right. I don't think it's fair. At this point where it's getting a little too redundant, it's like old news all over again. Just tiring to hear the same old blame game happening for multiple banners and all that. I don't mean anything bad towards it or anything. Like, I'm just genuinely just voicing my side. There wasn't even supposed to be a side to begin with, but it's just like, that's just my viewpoint. That's how I see things. Just get along, guys. No pointing the finger. This ain't we ain't pointing fingers, no one. Like when I pulled for that dream journey, or tried to pull for that dream journey, that was on me. That was on me. I didn't point no finger. From what I remember, you still got dream journey. Heck, it was right before pity, but dang, you still got it, right? Right? You see how I see things? You would be like, dang, I made it close to pity. that would be you. I made it close to pity and not be happy about it. At least that's how I see it. Because that's what you've given me. That's what you've shown me. That's why I came up with the whole negative juju vibes and all that. You blaming Nova was basically part of the negative juju vibes. So I'm gonna say it how I see it. I'm gonna say how I see it. So take that how it is. I mean, I'm just being honest. I just want everyone to get along. None of this blame game, nothing, because unless it's actually one of their fault, that's getting old. Unless it actually is, then I can't. I don't know. This is weird. It's like we're in 6th grade holding grudges for a guy getting good grades or something, and then you have to go to summer school because of that, because he didn't get the same grades as he did. I don't know, some BS like that. Other than that, Eugen, I'm not trying to talk smack. I'm just letting you know how I feel. And mind you, this all started because you weren't specific. And I say this every time misunderstanding happened. I said it to Tanoki twice. From what I remember, twice about misunderstandings. And then I don't think me and Nova really had a big misunderstanding. It was more like a disagreement between his old school Asian mentality. But other than that, thank you, Eugen, for the comment and the continuing support. I appreciate it as always. I hope you take into consideration that this blaming Nova thing is getting old. I just want everyone to get along. Bad pulls, own up to it. Just accept it. It ain't no one's fault other than whoever is pressing that pull button on your account. That's all I can say. So this is gonna be your fault, but not your fault at the same time. Because yeah, it's your fault because you pulled it. You pulled, right? But it's not your fault because at the end of the day, it's the game's fault. That's how I'm gonna leave it there. And lastly, should be from Tanoki. Yep. And it's said, excuse me, whoa, came out of nowhere. Yeah, I sprained it. Turns out sprains had a wide definition, very wide. Sprains can range from a little tweak to a really bad ankle sprain. A little twist playing football that you walk off in a day is a sprain. Yes it is. But so is going full slam at the trampoline park and being liberated on all the ankle ligaments. Losing mobility like that made me question my own mortality in this world. Damn, all ligaments? Putting pressure. Oh, there's no pressure you can actually. Oh, I can just imagine. Ugh. Yeah, sprains can be your little light sprain, which can just be a little slight twist or tweak of your ankle, and you'll be good by the end of the day, maybe, or you'll still be fine and walk it off. Few days. Then you have your grade 1, grade 2. It just goes worse and worse. Yeah, there's definitely a wide range to call it a sprain. Until it's broken, it's a sprain apparently, from what I can say. And then speaking of the alt Ines Fujin, she honestly doesn't really look like Ines Fujin at all. I agree. Well, you could kind of see it in her. It's just, she looks much more happier here. Why I say that is because from what I remember when I saw her in the, I believe it was the OVAs, and even through her picture here, and for her original outfit, you could kind of, if you remember her eye color and all that, sure, you can kind of see it, kinda. But I think for me, what threw me off was the hair the most, because she's had side tails most of the time, if not all the time, right side or left side for her, depending on which fit we're talking about. So her having more of a normal hair and all that's like, oh, who dat? So yeah, for me, Banner and the Stamina Ryan Banner is a skip. Same. Let me refresh to make sure all the comments are done. But with that being said, thank you Tanoki, Eugen, Nova, and Rick for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys have made it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are up to over the weekend. If you guys have finalized your CM teams, I guess. And anything else you guys want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. There's a chat. There is a Discord server. If you guys haven't joined, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, hope you all have a good weekend. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.